Hello, everybody, and welcome to stream. We're going to be playing Stationeers today. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen whenever it started. There's moving some stuff around. I am going to load it, but I'm going to probably pause as soon as I get in. I need to use the restroom and also grab a soda. Then I will be on and ready to go for stream. I think I'm vaguely locked in on what we need to do. I'm going to say it before we go. Let's check. We need overflow storage with a nitrogen, oxygen, CO2. Precious gases that actually keep us alive. The other ones can come later. Those three first. And then we have to finish building out the filtration system and automated gas release on this first. Those are the two big goals. Alright. I'll be right back. Okay. Wait a minute. There we go. Oh, can't go outside. Is there a way that I can check if I'm wearing my suit inside the airlock? Can you Okay. Get the stream open. Let's start recording too. That's important. Okay. Has to be in the handheld tablet? For real? Okay, so not that. Hmm. Is there like a suit rack? Okay. Same for this one. But it's just always open. It's not even that expensive. Hmm. What? Interesting. Wait, okay, hold on. Oh, man. Okay. Here comes that crisp, fresh crack. Hang on. Let me get my finger under there good. I want it to be perfect. Fuck off. I left it out for too long. The cap has condensation on it. Finger slip. Here we go. That might have been a little too close. Who knows? Ooh, I'll know if I get there in time and actually turn on the volume. It wasn't that good. It was too close. Kind of chalked out the noise on it. Woo! I accidentally hit Windows tab. Whole screen moved. Freaked me the fuck out. Alright. It's an interesting mishap that I had last time. I didn't know you could actually load other filters into that. I guess that makes sense in case you're playing. I think there's alien races that you can play as well. This game. With DLC. And robots, obviously. As you saw there with the droid. Okay. Okay. Let's I made one of those big storage tanks. Didn't I? Is it in my inventory or did I leave it on the ground somewhere? Where did I place it? No? Hmm. There it is. So, I'm pretty sure. Let's find the tank first. Okay. Mister. Okay, these are rated for 60 megapascals. So they're rated to the same pressure as the line pressure. Unlike the little tanks. And their volume 6,000 liters as compared to the, I think, 700. 800. 790. Almost 800. Do I even have an overpressure system set up on this? Idiot. Ooh. You think we would be safe? Gonna trust the forces of nature to be kind. Mm-hmm. You must bend them to your will. Learn to make nature do as you bid. So to speak. Oh, no, don't. Okay, we're good. I thought I hit the fucking electrical line. I was about to cry. That would suck. Hey, what's up? Alright. That's fine. Should put some lights down here. I wonder what our battery gets down to now. We do have a lot of new running lights and such. This is why I should put that screen in the room. Maybe outside more? I don't know. The room will always have to change. Gotta evolve. Can't sit around and wait to die. Okay. I'll far that way does the base go? Oh. Well, I'm going to use all of it. I can go pretty far out, actually. I was like, oh man, only two frames? Oh. That ain't only. That's 2 frames. What? Okay, no, it's not. Why is it flattened, like actually flattening this area? Lion ass piece of shit machinery. Uh-oh. What is it? So that's where it was. Might as well. We're gonna need to take it out. I need more iron. Can't say how much more, but more. I think it takes longer to dig once you get deeper down. Not sure, though. Ooh. Got a little closer. I mean, it's... I'll fill it in. I need more solar panel area. Probably more batteries soon. By the looks of it. Maybe one day. Wow. I'm loaded. I got the resources on me. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of extra work to save on energy. So it seems. Sorry, I was fixing the microphone location. Trying to make it to where it doesn't shine directly in my eyeballs, but I don't think I've got a choice. Yeah, you like them apples. Bam! Hopefully that fixed it. Hopefully I don't sound like shit. Just wasting away on my jetpack. There's only nitrogen. Only my limited supply of gas, nitrogen gas, which I also use for cooling loops and inert gases to fill my rooms. Gotta hang on to that shit. Cannot be that careless. There's a certain amount in certain places you can kind of be careless. And other places you have to build entire systems to make sure your dumbass is paying enough attention to catch the issues before they happen. Shit happens. Probably should do like a half stack. So it takes a rather large volume of gas to actually use a filter. And I guess our filtration in here runs kind of often. Hmm. I'm not sure. I'll come back to that later. I'm not sure how I would fix the filtration system to overshoot the goal. That way it doesn't run as often. Because you would have to overshoot the goal, but not by too much. It'd have to be like once it turns on, leave it on until it's above 7% by plus whatever. Or maybe you could just directly input the percentage you wanted. I need to make more steel frames. A lot more of them. Chop, printer. Get to it. I'm gonna turn that up to like 9. But I'm also gonna walk over here and steal these. Yeah, you're coming with me. Yeah, 5 is good. Wait. Yeah. 10. Perfect. 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 This is exactly what I wanted to have happen. It's all coming together. Gonna casually add 30% more power input. 33. Just gonna make all 5 more solar panels still. But for now, what? Oh shit! It just came up. Okay, so like 75% maybe at the lowest. So we got a lot of battery left. We can run a couple more lights, 24/7 pretty much.
Power low.
Yeah. Okay. I hear it now. I better take care of it now. Sometimes I don't hear it. Anyway, Geronimo. Yeah, a couple more of those. Glad that didn't cut me in half and break my suit or some shit. Probably should have thought about that a little more. And yeah, what the fuck is up with this stupid shit where it's not... Wow. 3%, huh? What is up with this stupid shit where it's not level with the ground? Or the frame? Whenever I use the flatten tool... Maybe it's because there's a difference in the material type. Like it's like harder rock. You can see a texture difference. It's a little bluer. Well, I see a little daylight through there. I'm sure that won't be a problem at any point. We have plenty of power input. Maybe I write the code for this at some point. I have to finish this. I never installed the date. I never installed the grow lights. Is this one not working? Guess I took the code out. Alright. All looks good. With this, I'm going to run all of the other filtration units. Emergency lights. And then I'm going to have this continue to monitor the temperature. I'm just going to leave it like that. Even though it's kind of bulky and annoying. It's fine. Because it's still less power than an individual integrated circuit. But over here... Yeah. I'm going to need an IC unit. And I'm going to need to figure out how I intend to to release these gases. Because I know how to cool it. Let's open this valve here. Let's label it now. Make it make sense. Digital valve, cooling on. Or on. Cooling connect. Cooling vent. So all we do is open the cooling connect and leave this closed. This will cool the gas. Once the gas reaches the desired temperature, we close this valve and then open this valve. That's it. This is a one-way valve to prevent any backflow of gases, if there are any gases in here, because we had the nitrogen try and flow back into here. Nitrous oxide, it flowed back in here, and it froze up. Well, it didn't really break anything. It took forever to get out. So long that it's not leaving. Is it a problem? Here, I have an idea. If I just put like a little bit of gas in here and then ignite it. Maybe a little bit more gas and ignite it. And then release all that gas. That should heat up the nitrous oxide in the pipe because there's only a little bit, and evaporate the shit out of it immediately back into gas. Come on. All the way. Get out of my pipes. Thank you. Problem solved. So now we've got some nice hot gas in there to test our cooling loop too. And we should probably put a couple more radiators in here. Because it's not just going to be cooling this gas. Eventually, it's going to cool other gases as well. I'm going to put some additional tanks over here, as well as the same valve system here. And I will probably just do one, build it, learn how, copy it, and then paste it in here, and then paste 2 valves worth. Or maybe have to iterate something else into it to make it work for 2 valves. Sets. Because it's actually 3 valves here. There's a 3rd one underneath. That I didn't connect to the electrical system. Anyway. Use the force, Luke. There it is. I know that I connect to the valve because it wouldn't have let me... It wouldn't have shown me a yellow connection because there's nothing else there. There's no cable, nothing else. There has to be something through the wall that it's connecting to. Which I know is the valve because I just put it there. Easy. 0% battery. It's tough. 0% is it's not a lot of battery. It's also only 25% while I'm not doing anything, which would include charging batteries that are discharged using the furnace over there, not this, the arc furnace here, or any of the printers, or melting ice, or any other such thing. And I can add energy back into the system with this anyway, with the generator here. How much does that produce again?
Waste tank caution.
Hell, it's not called a generator. 20 kilowatts? Okay. Not all that bad. Livable. I don't need this open for now. I'm free up some of you guys' view. There we go. So let's set up the small filtration. And we want to reclaim nitrous oxide. And what? Pollution? I don't know if I want to collect pollution. Here, hold on, let's do it again. What other gases I have to worry about? Hmm. There's also H2O in gas form. And that's worth our while, because it's a decent number of moles. 1.87? How many moles are in here? Never mind. It's not really worth collecting. And going through the process of cooling. So yeah, nitrous oxide and I guess pollution. But I don't even really want pollution, do I? Why would I want pollution? Pollutant. Oh, okay. Typical. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty good temperature range for the phase change. What's that from Celsius wise? Negative 96 to 160? Shit. So your cold side can be almost negative 100. Your hot side can be all the way up to 156. Are there any other gases with a higher specific heat? I think it's silanol. Is the other one, but Yeah, Silinol is a really good one. There's your working range. Silinol goes to a slightly lower temperature and to way, way higher. Pretty much the same curve, though, which is interesting. How do you make silinol? Okay, commonly found in liquid silinol. Well, but how does it work? And I think ozone's another okay one. Yeah, it goes to really cold temperatures. Nitrogen, I think, is like baby stuff. Yeah, I don't want to use that for phase change. It's bad on phase change cooling, but it is a high-ish specific heat still, which helps transfer energy. So it still works as a decent direct cooler. CO2 would work better. Oxygen works slightly better? Never mind, it's trash. What am I smoking? Jesus Christ. Not great. Not great, man. So a lot of other gases would probably be better at, yeah, CO2 would be a better gas to use. Doesn't cool across very many ranges. Hmm. -50 degrees Celsius is the auto ignition temperature. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's spooky. That's spooky, all right. I'm gonna guess it needed to be a little hotter. Looks like it'll work now. I know we need more copper. Should probably do some gold by itself. We'll do the small pack. I don't think I need anything else. For now. Okay. Close up those menus again. Hmm. Should also put a light on how much CO2 I have because it feeds my plants. I don't think my character breathes out enough CO2 to actually feed the number of plants that I have in that room. So even if I want to, I couldn't actually support that many plants on my own. I'd have to be burning gases in order to produce CO2 as a byproduct. And I'd be specifically burning methane because hydrogen doesn't work. You need the carbon. These are all very real things, also. Like, that's. Oh, you get like with gasoline because it's such a long chain hydrocarbon fuel, you get like more water than when you burn it. You get more water out of it than the actual like volume of fuel that you burned. So for 1 pound of fuel burned, it's like 1.2 or like 1.15 pounds of water is generated. So that's why your whole exhaust system has to be built around the idea of either evaporating that water or in the mufflers they have weep holes in order to drain that water. Back to my munching. That was quite the jump there, bud. Holy fuck. Hmm. See, I've got a bone to pick with you, game. I know that stellite is used in the auto lathe. No shit, that's where it goes. But what items does it print? How do I know what that is? I would love to see what items I can build with stellite. I would love to be able to look at it that way because that's the hardest part is actually making the resource. So knowing immediately everything that it goes in would be amazing. It would give me significant amount of understanding as to which resource is the most important to create, especially when they're this hard to create. I'm pretty sure large batteries use stellite. Yeah, just a little bit. Wait, what? Again, what items does this make? Like, couldn't you be like builds walls and I don't know, like a combustion centrifuge or something? Whatever it goes in. I don't know if it goes in that or not. That was a good guess, so probably. Thank you, Timu, for that interruption. I was like, what in the hell buzzed? That was my phone, but what from? Ah, there isn't gold in this. Is that right? Yeah, there wasn't gold left in that. Alright, here we go. If I bring out 50 of this, and I need 150 of this. Magically, we have steel. Input. Hot, hot, hot. Give me hotter. Okay. We're getting up there in the pressure, though.
Power low.
I heard it. Nitrous oxide and nitrogen. I think I said that earlier. Those are the two gases. Alright, I'm set now. That's never going to heat up. Some of that out. Now we shut it. Let some gas in. Ignite it. That's good. That'll make it. Bingo. Alright, now for shits and giggles. Let's do a half stack. Just to get rid of some of the excess stuff. Where will I put it? I do not know. But now I've got room in that bag, and this bag is empty. Not hot enough? Guess I really do need some nitrous oxide. Some nitro. Hmm. Yep. I'm just gonna leave it there. Because I don't want to put it into any machine yet. I'm worried I might pick the wrong one. Thanks, game. Thought I'd have a little more momentum than that. So. Oh, wait. Woo. Wow. I really don't want hot gases to mix with the nitrous oxide. So I think I do nitrogen first and nitrous oxide last. This nitrous oxide will then have to filter less gases out. Or no, it only filters out that gas. So it doesn't matter how much of the other stuff it has to let go by, it just filters out the nitrogen. That's what uses up the filter. At least I'm fairly certain, because that's what happened in the suit. Whenever the oxygen filter was installed, it rapidly burned through it as it filtered the oxygen through my suit from the air tank directly into the waste tank. Hmm. Okay. So this is all I do. Then I run the magic line up and in. Something like this. Now, yeah. Why not?
Hunger caution.
Why shouldn't I? Okay. I'm gonna wait to release that hot ass gas out of there. No nitrous oxide, but it's got nitrogen, so carbon dioxide in there too. So I am going to set up portable tanks. I just know I'm gonna need that much iron in that thing, so I'm gonna load it up. Well, I need two. should have ejected those before I started the other print. But it is what it is.
Waste time critical.
We do go. Oh man. Whatever, what I do. That gas constantly makes me piss my pants. I see it coming out of the arc furnace. I'm like, no, it's the room's venting. Am I in the shade? I am not in the shade.
Waste time critical.
None of them turned yellow yet. We're not there yet. Well, we're getting there though. We're close. I'm gonna let them get to orange before I replace, because obviously orange means that the other filter is down. All the way. That's what I wanted to do. I need to make another. That's what I was stalling for, I guess. There we go. Some green, some black spray paint. Some green, some black. Perfect. Perfect. Sure. uh, Here's a pretty funny joke that happened at work today. We had a parts guy come deliver from Eden Morse, big old place. Pretty funny. It's pretty funny, dude. A little goofy, is what I call it. Um, he comes in and says, I said, do you want me to sign the paper? He said, sure. He said it kind of funny. I was like, I guess I will. I don't think I have to though. And then he hands me the iPad, which I have to sign next, the actual like electronic copy. I'm like, oh, you mean you sign this one too? He goes, yeah, sure. And I finish that. And I go, here you go. Is that my part? He goes, yeah, sure. And says it again. I just go, what is it? Is that all you can say? Is it sure, Dave? He goes, he squints his eyes. He goes, sure. Then my other parts manager comes out. She goes, hey, Ralph, how's it going? He goes, sure. I fucking lost it. Dude bit on the joke as hard as he could. She just like looked at him. Was like, what? What? And he doubles down and says it one more time. Sure. Just whatever. Hope you're having a good day. And then he breaks down normal conversation. Oh. Probably not as funny secondhand, but it was still pretty good. You say anything else? Oh. It's a great inside joke for the stream. Oh. I'm actually gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go out this way, and then up over the top. That way I'm out of the way of most of the stuff that I gotta do here. Changing filters and such. Hello? Oh. Well, it was trying to save me. It was too stupid to notice.
Air tank low.
Okay. It tells me it's low at... Can I adjust that?
Air tank critical.
That is a little late to let me know it's low. Wonder if that's in the settings. Is that something I can do? No. I think that was just a port. That's probably fine. Well, I already clicked on it. No use. That's just my game port. Nothing fancy there. I got the warnings and the notifications that I can turn on and off, but
Helmet closed. Helmet opened. Jetpack on.
I guess I can't adjust where that happens. I'd like for it to warn me at like 1,000 kPa instead of like 700. I know that's still a lot, but 700 is cutting it kind of close if I'm far away. No, I'm not gonna be lazy.
Hydration critical.
Okay, okay. Well, have you considered hydration critical these balls? Yeah. A couple of valves.
Power critical.
Okay, okay, okay. I get it. I get it. There's some things to be taken care of that are in order. Oof. Also, since I started a little bit late, I am going to go a little bit later. 10, 15 minutes, something like that. gonna go in here and make some French fries. Wow. Wow. Oh, wait, is that it? Wait, what? What happened? Something messed up. Okay. It got stuck somewhere. I... I guess I read some of these wrong. What the hell? Okay. Anyway, I wanted to make 3 sets of French fries. I don't know what the hell I was going through there. I totally thought, well, at least I'm for sure know that it stopped again. Okay. I'll let it finish until it breaks again. Sometimes it goes through multiple, and it's fine. It's working fine now. It broke in the middle. So in the middle of harvesting, it has an issue. And it's harvesting a loop. It gets stuck. Why? This is not the correct one. Yes, it is. I need to import first. So during its harvest loop, I think that jump start at the bottom is what fixed it, but the yield also probably makes this slightly faster than it was. Because the yield's only like a half second. It's one tick, and I think it's a 60 tick. Thing? 60, I don't know. Oh man! Wait. If it doesn't say it's growing, it's not. Oh! Not bad, man. Can I have the potato? Oh god, it's gonna cause so many issues if I don't. Oh. So I don't even have to, I can just wait. We'll get around to it. Hello? Maybe it just wasn't registering that one right? Or maybe it's not connected? Oh. Yeah. I'll do it. Watch this. This one was never even connected. Ooh, don't kill me. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, that's how it is on every other one. I don't know why I didn't notice that till just now. And I made a lot of like itty bitty little mistakes. Nuisance ass shit. Oh, 36 mils. Plus another 14 soybeans. 17. So you have 12, 20, 17, 12, 20, 17. Oh, so it must have just filtered them in while I was. Huh. 17 soybean. Oh. I'm gonna beat the other one to the punch. 19 soybeans. Okay. Hopefully I fixed that issue, and we won't have any more stalling of our food production. I was wondering why they've been grown for so long. I thought I wasn't noticing it whenever they were at the different stages of their life because they had been getting out of sync because some of them grow faster and slower depending on sunlight. Because like the center ones would probably grow slower because they don't get as much sunlight as the edge ones because it has to come through the ceiling. But then this one here, these ones, these should get great light. I don't know. I'd have to study it. I'd have to sit there and watch it, figure out a way to analyze what it's doing. Need to be able to diagnose the issue. But I basically just didn't even have to walk in there and had food ready. And then some. And now it should definitely be running. Yeah, I think it was the yield that did it. Now I'm conflicted. I don't know what I did that fixed it exactly. I know that bottom part guarantees that it restarts from the very beginning up here and rechecks all of its nonsense. I don't know why it's escaping the loop and making it down there, but it is. I wonder if the game cuts resources to chips that are running over and over and doing nothing. Maybe that's why I need to reset it. So maybe I need to turn down the number of times that it runs per tick. Hmm. That means I need to find some interval at which the Harveys harvest and it checks. So that way it doesn't sit around waiting for too long. But I don't even know how long it would have to be in order to remove that tick slowdown feature if there is one. Best not to worry about it. So we need valves, integrated circuits, and more cooling equipment. More heat exchangers. This should work. The repressurizing of the CO2 tanks at the other area is what worries me. Is that it? Now are we done? No? One more? Oh, okay. Cool. What? Okay. What? Look. It's trying to send me all over the place. No, that's not right. There needs to be an offshoot and a purge valve. And then obviously we got to have the overflow valves, but those will be underneath. Somewhere over here. Sure, I'll find room. Really? Interesting. Okay. What do these each for each element? CO nitrogen and oh, I'm gonna need another one actually. That's fair. Or would I have one? Man, I'm getting sleepy. I do have one. Look at that.
Power low.
Hmm. I think they're not directional. Okay. Wait, I don't really need to cool this gas down. Do I? Well, hang on. Oh. Okay. We have to keep it under 1 kPa. Otherwise, it turns into a liquid. At its auto ignition temperature. And also, its auto ignition temperature. Meaning that once we have the air. oxidizer, which is nitrous oxide, and the fuel, in this case, in there. That means that the pipe would catch on fire after the mixer, which means the pressure would build up, which means that the temperature would build up, and there wouldn't be any fuel left. So we'd have to keep it below 50 degrees Celsius. But when we store it in a tank, we need to keep it above 200 degrees Celsius. Otherwise, it can turn into a liquid. 152. So I need to keep this one warm. In reality, I should just put a heating circuit on this and use just the overflow. And I should save this for later, when I want to actually start using nitrous oxide as a oxidizer. Still gonna need a pipe analyzer on it though. And one on the CO2. Oh, it's already on there. Oh, I haven't programmed it. Yeah, technically, it doesn't matter which R's we use in this situation in these moments here because it's going to reload between each check. Why don't I start with a new one? Because I've got one. I guess I'm gonna start on the harder one. It's alright, I like a challenge. really don't want to deal with it. Oh, man. Every episode there's one. I don't really want to deal with a liquid connection for the nitrous oxide. I just want to keep it warm enough that it doesn't fucking turn into a liquid. That's just how I'm going to store it. I'm going to learn to live with that. And I am going to find a way to, I'm going to find a way to hopefully cool it down before I introduce it as a fuel. That way it doesn't, or as an oxidizer, that way it doesn't auto-ignite my fuel. That would suck. Me no like no fire. Me no like no pipes catch on no fire. For sure. Wait, no. All that work for what? Actually, I think I would save on cable by doing that. Man, it's really hard to see with the sun out like this. It's impossible to tell if anything's on or off. And it's not nitrous oxide, it's just nitrous. Nitrogen, not nitrous. Too late. Tired. Making mistakes. Slipping up. Nature of the beast. I want bed right after this. I'm tired. I'm exhausted today. That one. That one was Robin Hood, I believe. Gotta love it. Was it all the time? This one's gonna be okay. That's it. It's mode. Because there's mode and setting, which means that there's a mode for forward or backward, and the setting is probably the volume of gas moved. And then on off. Yep. Or maybe setting and mode are different. I think setting would be related to the amount of gas flowing, though. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and quickly hook together the code for this thing. Where does my integrated circuit go? Oh man. Oh man, you can't do this to me. You can't do it to me. Alright. Let's do some labeling. Is it N2O or NO2? Am I really? Man, I look like an idiot for sure now. Okay. We're gonna write the simple part of this at least. Pretty sure I have to go make these a volume pump at least. Really? Oh yeah, I can fit that. I think I only need one. I'm pretty sure I built one already. It's sitting over here. Somewhere. Swear it was. There it is. And some more pipes. Would you look at that?
Waste tank caution. Power critical.
That's important. The waste tank can wait. You could always just vent it to atmosphere if worse comes to worse. Okay, let's just get the pictures for the stuff that we need for now. So, let's define some of this stuff. Oh. This digital valve prehab hash string is digi valve. Fine. Last one's gonna be analyzer. All right. Got all of our prefab hashes loaded up. What are our classes gonna be? It's gonna be pressure up, N2O. Same thing with pressure down. And then we're also going to want oh, that's it. All we're going to do is load R0, load batch named no, analyzer name hash negative 320977764. Logic type's going to be pressure. Average. Okay. And we're going to do nothing else. That's it. We're just going to start doing branches. So branch less than, branch greater than, else save batch named digivalve. Where is it? Here it is. It's not a digivalve though. It's the turbo pump. Negative 4114435. Logic type on 0. Just do the same thing again. We'll just copy these two up here. We'll do this. If it's pressure up, let's write the less than statement, which is R0 less than. No, still in R1. Oh, yes, R0 R0 less than 6,000. Branch to pressure up. No. Yes. Man, it's fucking easy. Everything's named. It's all fine. Okay, so change the mode. Wait. No. I see what I did wrong. Maybe? No, I gotta switch them anyway. Because this was 0 already. But trying to pressure up right now. Is that consuming energy? Yeah, that's consuming 500 watts. For real? Yeah, for real. For real, it's consuming 500 watts. So that should only be on when it has to be. I'm gonna temporarily handicap it. Make these 0. Just leave it as off anyway. But it'll still point in the correct direction. What am I missing? Where's my iPad? It's in my hand still. Wow. Woo! You guys wonder if I'm tired? Hey, we're over 2 hours. Okay. Hmm. 85% still. We're doing great. I'd be worried if it got to 50. The battery gets down to 50%, then I'd be concerned about what we did that night, and to be concerned if it wasn't much or if it was a lot, to be okay-ish with it, but still concerned anyway. But if it wasn't much that we did, and it's way the hell out there, then yeah, it's not cool. Not cool if we don't do shit and all of a sudden it's out anyway. That's CO2. That's the one I should probably hook up first. I could just keep going like this for hours, be super tired, do it. But, that ain't efficient. Plus, I've only got one day before I go back to college. I guess I should make another turbo volume pump and put that in place of where the CO2's one is. Oh. Moving like a machine now. Oh, my mom is calling me. Hiya. Cooling vent, CO2. I mean, it's not like it matters, but I mean, will in my brain. Is it connected into this? It's connected into this, which is connected into that, which is connected into that, which connects into that. So yes, it's all connected. Because how high of a pressure did it make it to? 4 megapascals? Okay. Actually, what would be better instead of changing those both to 0 for on is leaving them as on, but then changing the minimum to 0. Right? Yeah. So the same can be done for other pipes as well now? So it's basically the exact same thing again. Yeah, let's remove the spaces. Basically the same thing again, but then it's going to be CO2. Then a different turbo pump name. Different analyzer name. My phone died. That was close. It would have sucked. I do need the digital valve still. Just won't need it for a minute. Until I do this one here. Negative 756247943. And I also need to load another one. This is the part where my brain goes quiet. Get it done. Okay. The turbo pump name would be negative. Nope. Yep. Negative 916581270. I'll leave that there for just a minute. And I'm probably gonna need to load one more named batch item. Will be no. I don't need to. I don't need to know the pressure in there. It's the pressure outside. Never mind. It's just a sequence. And I need to monitor the temperature. All right. With return 2 comes after this. And then we're going to load batch named. No. Then we're going to branch greater than R1. Let's go to our favorite handy dandy tool, the calculator. We want 30 degrees plus 273.15. 303. Be good enough. Greater than 303. CO2 cooling. Branch. It's never going to be less than, but no, it's never going to be less than. I'm not putting heaters on this loop. And then afterwards, it's going to be save, or no. Yeah, there is going to be a less than. Branch less than R1, 300. CO2 shut. Fingers are on fire. I'm gonna do it. I'm staying up till I do it. Cooling has to open. A batch named Digi Vent Valve. Name hashes -157274034 on 1. Let's make sure these suckers are normally closed. One four 10110507. Shut procedure is going to be the open procedure is going to be making sure that this is shut as well. Okay, and then I can remove this valve from the constant trick. And then I don't need sleep at all, because then that valve will just stay open, and whenever it goes to cooling, it will shut it. Yeah, that's nothing. 500 watts, a lot. 5 watts, nothing. 1/100th of the total load of the system. This defeats the purpose. Why would I loop these? The whole point of those returns is that they make it to the next step. And the loop would stop them in that step and then go to the next step. And I don't want that because these are also monitoring overpressure on my tanks. So if multiple tanks start to overpressure, I don't want it to wait. I want it to go to the next one. Monitor temperature and pressure. And if it's got under or over pressure and the temperature is too high and it leaves the cooling on and it goes past the target, that would be bad. Okay. Well, I think I've got it in there. Better. That makes more sense. Yeah, that makes more sense than having it after return 3, because then it would shut it off anyway. This makes sure that it's shut if these two fail, regardless. Okay. Let's try it. Worth a shot.
Brother.
Not much.
Want me to get too tired on top of
Nice.
Dobbs.
Hopefully they don't try and sell you on everything else.
$330. Mustangs. 315.
They're not terrible. Those are the same network. I'm not losing my mind. Goes around here, and yeah. So why isn't it cooling? I did. Ooh boy. I know. Temperature's 595. They put branch less than or greater than. Am I special? Did I do that wrong? Greater than 303. It's greater than 303. What are we doing? Pretty sure I have the names mixed up anyway. Unless I... Yeah, no, I have the names mixed up in my head. Cooling. This one needs to be open. This one needs to be closed. This one needs to be open. This one needs to be closed. They need to happen in the opposite order. This valve, the -515, is the vent valve. So for cooling, vent valve closed. For venting, cooling valve closed, vent valve open. Am I not properly loading the temperature? Seven five six two four seven nine four three. 756247943. 7562. 756247943. What? What in the blue blazes? Oh. Oh, I did it again. Hocus pocus, you are bogus, silly fool. Now you rule! Yes. Good. Good. Join the dark side.
Waste tank critical.
Oh, man. That's not my waste tank. That is. It's okay, it would have filtered that out. Anyway.
Waste tank critical.
Okay. Done. I want to watch this to make sure that it doesn't fuck up my system before I continue about my way. Really, I also need to write it so that it doesn't have access to pressure up or pressure down the CO2 until No. Well. The nitrous oxide is an oxidizer is dangerous naturally, so I have to worry about that. I don't want to put the cooling loop ahead of the pressure management because it can overpressure. So instead, I think I have another temperature sensor on the pipe that goes to the big tank. That way I measure the big tank's temperature because it's going to be the one that trades gases back and forth more often with the other one, because it's not going to be able to directly transfer from this tank to the tank for the, for the main room and the greenhouse. It's got to go to the big tank into the system and then out of there into the other one if it needs it. So keeping the big tank at the correct temperature for the CO2 is going to be the more important component. But that means that I need to connect the big tank, not the little tank here. So what I'm gonna do is take this pipe, turn it like this, and then I'm just going to take this pipe, do nearly the same thing. Then I'm gonna take my label maker out. I'm gonna copy the label, and as long as I keep the same label, as long as I keep the same label, should keep the same part. Well, you know what I mean. It should reference the same valve irregardless.
Power low.
I don't need to do this. I already made more. I remember doing it. Silly fool. Silly little genius. Boink. Wow, that was a jump and a half. All right. I think I have one more analyzer over here in the box, don't I? Were those all? Nope, I've got one more. Damn it. Because it wasn't analyzing the right temperature anymore. That's okay. That was only a small amount anyway. Scared the fuck out of me. Didn't matter. and it's got to be exactly the same, otherwise it's a problem. Of course, I forgot that I don't have enough cable for this whole deal. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. We're so close. I just want it to work. That'll probably be enough. We are fairly close. Of course. I am still one short. Okay. Now we get a more accurate representation of what it's going to do. No, we don't. Locked in. Pause time to give me some extra time here. Okay. Just a little bit of cheese. No, don't bug out on me. I'm bad form. Don't do that. Oh, man. Oh, no.
Jetpack low.
There we go. Oh, wait. That is connected into the tank.
Hydration critical.
So that's got the 6,000 liter volume. Ah. I know hydration critical. Hydration critical these balls. How about that? I gotta wait just a little longer. I gotta see. I gotta know. Does this work? Okay. We've got a couple more degrees. It's going to switch that bottom one off, then the top one. We're going to see a change with a pause. At some point. I'm not moving. It's going to happen. Click, click. Oh, it's perfect. How many moles? 273, which is the 363 that are in here. Okay. Ta-da! So now it doesn't matter. Now when it overpressures, it flows into the tank, even if it's hot gas, and the hot gas gets cooled down in the overflow tank before it goes anywhere else. Perfect. Okay. I hear you. Yep. I understand. I know. Oh, yeah. You tell me about it. Let's make sure it's good the other way, too. It obviously shuts the valve that it opens during the cooling system, and then opens the valve for exhaust. Vice versa, it's done. It is closing the exhaust and opening cooling.
Hunger critical.
Okay. Some of these things sound serious. I'm going to go ahead and handle that. And I think I'm going to end the episode for the day. So we finished the filtration system. We finished out the loops to the end. We now need to add the heating loop for the nitrous oxide, the overflow tank with the heating loop. And then I need a cooling loop before it gets introduced as my fuel oxidizer with my fuel. Because if it's over 50 degrees Celsius, it becomes an auto ignition and it lights on fire inside the tube, and that causes higher temperatures and pressures, which could break things. I don't want stuff going boom, especially if it's on fire and at high pressure next to me. Sounds like shrapnel and third-degree burns. I'm not even in an atmosphere, so no thanks. Still need to set up the nitrogen overflow and cooling loop. But other than that, this one's pretty well cooked here. Oh, and I need to set up lights for those two. Have any of the lights changed on this? None yet? Gotta be getting close. 64%. Golly. 87. 98. This one's the closest. 58. Okay. Need to set up some nitrogen overpressure for these. The oxygen overpressure needs to be set up too. And I'm not going to set up a nitrous oxide overpressure tank right now. I'll just set it up to where it vents to atmosphere if needed, because right now I don't give a fuck. I don't want to deal with that right now. I'm not going to use it as an oxidizer, but everything else I am using. So it gets an overflow tank. CO2 is first. We finish that out. That's good. Nitrogen should be next, and we should just leave this as is. Hell, maybe I'll even Just put a cowl on that end. And this whole system's set up already as is. And I can throw in some heaters. That'll work. Probably should just vet the nitrous oxide. It's a difficult thing to deal with, but I'll do it. Just gotta keep chipping away at the problems. Alright, that's way too late. But I'll live with it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope the stream was somewhat entertaining and at least a little bit enjoyable. We fixed also our plants. Let's go check. We'll see. Hopefully. If any of them are seedlings, then we have a problem. It isn't on this side, is it? No. Alright, he's having a fit because he doesn't have water and he's gonna start losing health. I'll have to figure out what that thing's deal is. It's getting stuck in some kind of a loop. But that's for next time. It's way too late. Like I said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry I didn't end it immediately after that. I hope to see you all on Sunday. I will likely be back in Rolla. It might be delayed. Hopefully we'll see. Yeah. I will hopefully see all you lovely people on Sunday. Till next time. Oh, you bastard. Now you're hungry. Till next time,
Hunger.
stay hungry. Bye-bye.